Today's episode is sponsored by the longest month of the year, I'm convinced, is January.
I
I'm
agree.
convinced.
Yeah.
Every every year,
hmm
it just seems like January goes on and on and on and on, and it
I agree.
never ends. And then the November, December, January kind
Mm.
of like trifecta
hmm
hell on earth, as far as I'm concerned.
Interesting.
Welcome to Me and Chisme, your number one source for Chisme on the internet. Adrian and Julie here. I'm a sire. Did you know that about me?
No.
I'm a sire.
Okay. uh,
What?
What does that
What?
mean? I don't know what that means.
Like I saw, like I don't like.
Oh, a sire.
What did you think I said?
I thought you were making up words. I said, uh-huh. Cool.
I let out sighs.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like a lot.
Okay. And
Yeah.
we love you anyway.
Do you? Because 2 minutes ago you
Yeah.
called me dumb, and
When?
I said I was
Play
thinking,
the
and you
clip.
said, "Well, we weren't
Play the
recording."
clip.
I said I was thinking, and you were like, "We'll be here forever."
Oh,
Oh, well, now she remembers. It was 2 minutes ago.
I knew what you were talking about.
Oh my God.
But was it
Ju-
funny?
I didn't laugh.
Okay, that's not what I asked. That was not my question. My question was it funny?
I'm gonna clip this. Put it in the comments. Did you think that that was funny or was it rude?
Okay.
Let's see who the real friends are.
Interesting.
Julie,
Jaime, stay away from the comment
you
section,
called
please.
him Jamie?
I
Oh
did.
my
You know why
God.
I did that? Okay, first of all, let's
Oh
calm down.
my gosh. No. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh
You know why
wow.
I did that is because there's this white girl that I
Oh,
work with who spells her name Jaime, but her name is Jamie.
mm, I don't know. Show me her business card.
I will. Oh, I don't have my work phone on me. I'm like, I will
You
show
have a
you our
you get a
two.
work phone? They trust
Yeah.
you to get a work phone?
Jeez. And I'm
Wow.
the mean one, class.
I'm just kidding. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't do it. Julie. Hi, Julie. How are you?
Hi, Adrian. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I like your dress today. Is it a dress?
Thank you. It is a dress.
Is it all? Are they polka dots or are they
They're
hearts?
little hearts.
That is very cute.
Charge.
Okay. Do we get a spin? Do we get a full
We
show?
don't,
No.
but you
Okay,
know
that's okay.
what? That's all right. Thank you
That's
so
okay.
much for the compliment.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Watch me wearing like nothing underneath. No, I am. It's a dress. It's a
It's a
dress. It's a dress.
dress. It's a
Yeah.
dress. Oh, and you have cleavage and everything. That's great.
Okay. I wore this to work, by the way. I
Oh,
wore a sweater over it, but I did wear this to
oh,
work.
oh, cute.
Thank you.
Interesting that
Okay, rude.
you got really dolled up to go to work today.
Oh,
I'm just saying. Like, I mean, I'm sure you always do. I know because yes, but I'm just saying, like, how interesting.
what are you saying? How about that?
Like, do you want me to say
Say
it?
it.
That you have a crush on someone at work.
Everyone just rolled their eyes like, at the same time. They're like, what else is new with this bitch?
Yeah. Yeah, but this time we think it might be reciprocated.
I don't know, man. I go back and forth. I've had a very long week. I'll tell you that
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I was telling Julie, and we can please let us know in the
Mm.
DMs. Should we do a musical episode of Yumi and Chisme?
I feel like I know the answer, But sure, let us know what you think.
I wish we were live because we could do like a live poll and people could like,
Mm.
have you ever seen Watch What Happens Live? Have you ever seen an episode of Watch What Happens Live? If you were to look at the set of what, if I were to give you two photos of two sets, would you know which one belongs to Watch What Happens Live?
Probably. I mean, I
Okay.
get clips of it on
Okay.
TikTok and stuff.
Okay. I was just curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Since, you're a reality TV girl now.
I, there's a theme with the reality TV that I choose to watch.
Okay. Which is
I think it's like game, not game shows, but like
competition shows.
competition. But I don't like. I was talking to a coworker about this. Like, I don't like personal drama
Oh.
in reality TV. I think that's what stresses me out about like the Housewives or love or shows about finding love or like I don't like feeling like people I know even in competition shows they are, right? Before I say my statement, I know that they are, but I feel like it's less invasive. I don't like know or like sensing that producers are playing with people's emotions, like actual emotions about falling in
Mm.
love or about like drama that's happening between people. Like I don't like I saw a clip of something that happened on one of the housewife shows. There's a white woman and then there's a black woman that just got into it in a house. And you can see the producer in the back smiling about a very serious topic. And I felt so disgusting watching it. And I was like, no, no, no. I can't. Competition shows, I feel like it gets nasty and people say stupid stuff and they hurt each other's feelings. But like then Bob the drag queen gets voted off and she goes home and they're not like everyone hurt my feelings. You know what I mean? It feels different to
Mm.
me.
Mm. You were talking about the Real Housewives of New York, and you were talking about Bryn and
Okay.
Uba.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not gonna get into it, so
Yeah.
we're gonna skip over that. But I did watch, and I will say,
Hmm.
I watched the entire season of the Real Housewives of New York. I've watched the two new seasons with the new cast. Um, I'll be watching the next one. That's
All
what I
right.
have to say. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Well, maybe one day you
Maybe
should give
one
it a
day.
shot.
Maybe
And I
one
think
day.
you should continue to watch The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City.
It's just like I can't get over the she told me I smelled like a hospital. But you came from a hospital. I don't understand. Like, but you came from a hospital.
You have to suspend reality,
I
Julie.
don't know how to
These
do
shows
that.
are for entertainment.
Right.
When you watch Pride and Prejudice, like that's not real, right? So like
Well, yeah.
these aren't, it's just
Yeah. I have been
if
thinking of
I were on a reality show, would you watch it?
yeah, I wouldn't love it though. Oh, it depends what kind of reality show you're on, but like
If I was on like a not a competition one, but like a regular one, like
I
well,
feel a
not
little gross about it. I feel gross when I watch them.
you
Like
wouldn't watch it to like support me and
no,
root
I
me
just said I
on and
would,
like,
but I would feel gross about it.
huh. Even though if it made me really happy and I was like, everything's okay.
Okay, but I watched it.
Huh. Huh. I think I should be on one.
Okay, I can always tell when you come on here just ready to fight me, and I don't like it.
If I have seen nobody today. I have talked to
And how's that my
nobody
fault?
today.
And that's my fault? I'm just kidding.
I need someone to, you know,
Yeah.
get my what's the right word?
Anger out? What?
Maybe. Am I angry?
Okay.
Am I an angry person?
No, you're not an angry person.
Hmm.
Have we told the people that we saw each other in person?
We have not. Do you want to tell everybody where we went on a date to?
Of course I do. We went to go see a play together at La Plaza de la Raza, which I had never been to before. A very, very cute little theater school or workshop. There's a section of the city where Latinos put projects together
It's
and
I would classify it as a community center.
community center.
Yeah.
Yes.
With like theater and different.
I think that they do art and a couple of other different
Yeah.
stuff. And they have sometimes small business markets out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fun. They had a movie premiere from that. I kept thinking, did I almost come here one time? They had a movie premiere for the Hola Mexico Film Festival. The last day of the film festival, there was a movie premiere in that community center. So
Can I
yes,
read
we
something to you?
always.
Plaza de la Raza is the longest running multidisciplinary Latino cultural arts center in the United States. Founded in 1970 by a prominent labor, business, and civic leaders, as a nonprofit organization, we offer affordable after school and intergenerational arts education programs to thousands of children, teens, and adults each year. Our mission is to foster enrichment of all cultures, bridging the geographic, social, artistic, and cultural boundaries of Los Angeles and beyond.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we saw a play
Yeah.
in a very cold theater.
Uh-huh. It
Very
was
cold theater.
freezing.
Yeah, it was freezing. And then we had dinner and it was a blast.
I
And
had a
Adrian
great
fixed
time.
my life. He sure did. He sure did.
Well, tell them what the play was about.
The play was about a couple of men that were incarcerated and their ideas of religion, which I don't normally gravitate towards themes of religion because these are honestly exhausting to me. But one of my favorite actors was in the play, so I said we're gonna push through. And it was awesome. It was great. I mean, I struggle with a play sometimes, and I said this last time that I saw a play because there's so much silence on a stage that makes me feel like I don't know, like damn, if I was in on that stage and now there's a silent moment, I would feel so uncomfortable. Like it just makes me overthink. Whereas in musicals, I feel there's no time to overthink because there's constant sound happening. But yeah, it was great. I had a great time. I thought it was a great performance.
I agree. I thought it was beautifully acted. The 2 hours went by really fast,
I
actually.
agree.
My only critique was that it was too cold in there, but
It was freezing in there. And it
that's
was
okay. I
freezing
have,
outside, so it was a
and it was,
problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But let me tell you, with all due respect, and I mean this with all due respect,
And he does.
the cast was majority men.
Mm,
Every single one of them,
beautiful.
I would allow
Respectfully.
respectfully
Respectfully.
inside of me. Yeah,
Yeah. Same.
respectfully. Yeah,
Same.
yeah. The tall ones, the short ones, all of them.
I agree. It was a
Yeah,
great looking cast.
and they were all wearing sweats, and I don't, it worked for the show.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh, yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah.
But I was a happy camper.
Art. We
Art,
support the arts.
we do.
Okay. In this podcast, we support community art. I'll get to it later, but this is my Latinx spotlight, the production that
Oh,
put on this
okay.
play.
Sorry, sometimes I jump the gun.
No, 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 absolutely
Okay.
not. No, it was a great time spent in person, face to face, Adrian and I. Then we
Yeah.
went to go have dinner, and that was fun.
Uh-huh.
And
What did we
okay,
talk about?
you think I'm okay, everything, to be honest. And you think I'm joking, but I genuinely left our conversation being like, you got to change your fucking attitude. Whatever the fuck you're doing it wrong. You got to change your fucking attitude, bitch. I really did. And I walked into work on Monday, like, different vibe.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And
Good.
like, yeah. Then I have a new coworker. So first impressions. And I've been trying really hard. No, I'm just kidding. And she's like, I'm so happy that we're working together in a lot of stuff. So we spend a lot of time together right now. And she's like, I am so happy that the most charismatic person in this office is the one that I spend the most time with. And I was like,
Aw,
if only you knew my brain and how much I'm overthinking every
that is
single interaction.
that is so sweet.
Yeah, I felt very much like, okay, what the energy I'm trying to portray, it's working.
Yeah. I think we all overthink. That's not
Yeah.
I don't think that's abnormal. A lot of us overthink. A lot of us also don't have the tools to keep us from overthinking. Are there people who don't overthink? I've never
I
met
don't
one.
I don't think so.
Is
But
it
and if you knew I should have sent you voice memos every day. If you knew the back and forth my mind went through this week, you would have been like,
I can
I need
imagine.
you to breathe. Have you
I can
thought
imagine.
about breathing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also I also did a lot of overthinking.
How was
And
that?
I'm not gonna I'll have to tell
Right.
you off air, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Were decisions made or just some thinking?
Oh, decisions were made and
Oh
actions were
no.
taken.
Oh no, no,
I know.
Adriana.
I know. I
Oh,
know. But I had to do it. So,
okay. Sometimes you get in that thing of like, now it's in my head and I have to go through with this thing. Like, I can't get it out of my head until I go through with this thing or have this conversation or,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, I cannot wait to hear about that.
It's not going to be as dramatic as you think it was as it
Right.
is, but it does have to do with what we were talking about. So,
Right.
DM me if you
Everyone
want to
is like,
know.
everyone's like, you guys have a fucking podcast. Why are you
Yeah.
talking on fucking code?
I
I'm
know.
sorry, guys.
I
Adrian is,
know.
he will not show you his butthole willingly. I will. I will talk about everything, but he won't do it.
Yeah,
So,
I won't do it. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. Someone, if you really want to know, you can take me out to dinner and ask me, and
Okay.
you have to pay.
Yeah. You got to pay for the chisme,
Yeah.
especially if
Yeah.
it's good chisme. Hello?
hmm
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. And you know what? If we were getting paid to do this show, like really getting paid,
Right.
I would tell you everything. But we're not.
Interesting. Well, there's an incentive for some brand
So,
deals if anyone wants to come through.
and then they're gonna be like, "That's what you had to say."
That actually wasn't that interesting. Can you make
Yeah.
something up?
Can we do it again, but with a better story, please?
Amazing.
Yeah. Anyways. Okay, great. Well, what else have you been up to? You know what? Who was I? Update. We need an update. Did you ever hear back from the 50-year-old man?
I didn't.
Mm,
No, it kind of just died.
mm, mm.
Yeah, it's all
Okay.
right. I'm
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
And neither am I, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I
at
was just
first I was
curious.
like, oh, that sucked.
I feel like we've
Just
moved on
because
to bigger and better things, if you know what I mean.
I really want to say what's happening.
No, no, no. Stop, 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 stop. Stop. Okay. I'll take, you know what? I'll take that out.
No, it's fine. You can leave the 50-year-old guy
Okay.
stuff. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Um, okay, wonderful. I do have to say this. I made a couple of pleas last week. I've ended up with a new vacuum. Well, it's
Oh,
not new, but somebody got a new
right.
vacuum. My friend Zach, he got a new vacuum, and I'm using his old one while I get a new one. So thank you, Zach. My friend
Zach.
Joseph gave me suggestions on a credit card.
Joseph, Zach, lovely
Yeah,
people.
yes. My
Okay.
friend Danny gave me suggestions on headphones. So look at that.
You ask and you shall receive. That
Yeah,
is
so I'm gonna
beautiful.
start asking for more things. Closed mouths
Right.
don't get fed.
Right, right, right. That is
So
true.
this week I'm going to ask for $500.
Okay. 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 All
Yeah.
right.
Is that actually?
Technically,
No, 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 no. Not from Julie. And not
technically
from
I
TikTok.
do. Okay, I was gonna say technically
Don't
I
tell people how
do.
much money we have in there.
And where? They don't know where it's at.
Have you done your taxes?
No, not yet. Have
No.
you?
No. I don't even know if I've gotten my.
Friend, I haven't even thought about a taxes.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Something to look into.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Have you guys done your taxes at home?
Do
People do
people
their
do
tax.
taxes
Yeah.
in do they?
What do you mean, do they? You don't pay your
Do they?
taxes?
No, no, no. Do they do
Oh,
their taxes in January?
I think people do them right away. Yes.
Interesting.
I wait until
I
April
was just
15th.
gonna say, I often wait until the day that they are due. And last time
I
I
usually don't wait until the
accidentally
last.
made them on purpose because I thought we still had one more week until someone was like, "Did you do your taxes? I just went to go get them done." I was like, "When are they due?" He was like, "Today."
Do you do your own taxes?
No, 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 no,
You
no,
go to
no, no.
someone.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay,
Yeah.
good. You always go to someone.
100%.
Okay, so they'll be able to do the TikTok thing.
Oh yeah, they'll figure it out. That is none of my business.
Okay.
That's none of my business. Here's
Okay.
the info, figure it out. Here's your money. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, good. Okay. I feel good. I feel good.
Yeah.
Whew.
We
Whew.
should look into figuring out the TikTok money like for realsies though. Like set it up in an actual business account or something.
Yeah. Maybe you should ask that person how we do
Let's
that.
put that on our to-do list. Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Because I don't know how to do anything, to be honest with you.
Our
Listen.
listeners are like, and these people are grown-ups?
Yeah, I know. These people work in places.
Oh my God.
These
I
people are
often,
able to get a YouTube video up and a podcast episode up.
yeah.
Wow.
I often think if our listeners knew what I do for work, they'd be like, nothing is safe.
Yeah.
Nothing is safe. And why are they letting her near any of this information? And to
Yeah.
that, I say, I know how to be professional when I need to be. Not often, but I know how to do it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Do you doubt me?
No, I believe you.
Okay. That felt like an attack on me as a human
No, it
being.
was not. That was just that was a little tongue-in-cheek moment.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay.
I was on my walk today and I saw somebody that I work with walking down the street, and
Hmm.
we don't like work too closely together, but sometimes we work together. Um, and they totally ignored me. And I wasn't surprised, but I
To be
clocked it.
fair, when I see people that I know out and about, I pretend like I'm doing something else.
Just a smile. Hi.
Yeah,
Hey. It's like
I don't
we
do
know
that.
each other. Like I feel like it's more awkward to ignore each other.
Did you ever see that screenshot of that account that I sent you?
What?
Remember how I was like, I ran
Oh,
into,
oh, I did. I
and
need to
tell
talk
me,
to you about that.
what?
That person doesn't work there.
Oh,
You didn't read it correctly.
it said a day in my work. No, no,
No,
not. Did you read
no,
it? Did you watch her videos?
yes.
Not
She
that
said,
screenshot.
hold on. She said a day, spending the day at my dad's work. Her dad works there.
Oh,
She doesn't
did
work there.
she?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm, the more
If
you
you
know.
didn't listen to last week's episode, Julie said that she saw a TikTok of somebody who did a day in the life of where I work. And I was like, I need to know immediately who that is. And then I looked at it and I was like, I've never seen this bitch in my entire life. And then, I watched the video and I was like, she said it's her dad's work.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I had forgotten. I had moved on from it, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. I was still waiting for a response, so I guess communication's not a priority here. That's fine
Why do you wake up at 3 in the morning to go to work?
because I have to do time cards. Was that a genuine
Ah,
question?
yeah,
Because I have to do time cards and those happen early on Mondays.
got it.
Mondays are the only days. Some days I'll be like, I feel like getting out of work early today, so I'll wake up super early to go in early to leave early. Um, but yeah, Mondays are when I go in at 5.
And what time do you go to sleep? Like like what's your regular sleep time?
Anytime before 10, 8 to
Any
10. Sometimes I go to sleep at 8 on Sundays because I have to wake up so early. Um, and other days like right before 10.
We live two completely different lives.
I know, but like I will be insufferable if I'm super sleepy.
And let's say you're going to sleep at 8. Can you fall asleep like as your head goes down?
I get assistance.
Oh, I see.
Because sometimes I am super wired, right? Like still
Uh-huh.
wired. Like I'll take a shower and I'll still be like super awake. But I have to go to bed early or I will hate myself.
There are many days where I haven't even had dinner by 8 p.m.
I don't eat after 7.
There are days when I come home at 7:30, 8 p.m.
I have to plan my food. Like even if I'm like out and doing stuff, like I need to know when am I going to be able to eat while I'm doing all this stuff because if not, well, one, my blood sugar problem situation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'll get migraines and stuff. So no, I have to like food is priority, protein priority, and then we'll figure everything else out. But I try not to eat after 7 because then I go to sleep super full and then I'm
Mm-hmm.
awake and then the
Mm-hmm.
assistance doesn't help as much, because you're
Yeah.
still
So
wired.
today on a Friday night, what time will you go to sleep?
Oh, I'll go to sleep whenever. Sometimes closer to midnight. I mean, but I
Oh.
I don't usually stay up super late. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Masturbate? That takes like 10 minutes. You know what I
What?
mean?
10 minutes?
Oh, dude, if I got stuff to do, I can get me off in 5 minutes tops.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For sure. I'm a busy woman. I got
I'm
shit to do.
jealous. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I already also know like exactly what to search,
Uh-huh. Okay.
and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
let's get this ball rolling.
Uh, wow.
Yeah.
Women. I mean, wow.
I would think it would be easier for a guy.
I like it to last a little bit,
I
you know.
mean, sometimes there's like you got to set the mood. It's a whole thing.
I
But
didn't masturbate
sometimes
yesterday.
interesting how'd that go for you?
It was fine.
Okay. I have gotten better about being able to within my current living situation, obviously. I have
You're
to at
living
least
at
once a week.
home. You're
I'm
living
leaving
at
at
with your parents.
home. The
Yeah.
parents are here. I needed the house to be like super quiet so I know no one's like walking around and possibly knocking on a door. Um, but I at least once a week.
Oh, wow. That's it.
You're you're like every night.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Wow.
Good for
Well, I
you.
mean, here's the thing. I didn't do it last night. So if
Yeah.
I do, and usually I mean, I enjoy the morning. Um, but if I have something to do, no, I'm not gonna do it.
I never masturbate in the morning. I
Mm.
always masturbate right before bed.
I mean, it'll put you right
Right
to sleep.
before bed or nothing.
Yeah. So I didn't do it last night. So if I do it tonight, it'll be, a bigger load and so like a little bit quicker.
Right.
Yeah.
A bigger load. A bigger load. I
Yeah.
love
See,
that.
it's not, I don't not share.
No, that is true. That is true. Thank you.
Yeah.
I do think our listeners would prefer to listen about something else, but you know what? That's not the point. The point is that you shared and we thank you for it.
If they wanted to listen to something else, they would write in and say, we want to listen to this, or we don't ever want to hear that. I've never heard anybody
Hint,
say,
hint.
oh,
Everyone, if you
oh,
guys want different, not actual, if you want different stories from Adrian, just send in a DM.
no one has heard about me talking about masturbating. No one has
No,
complained about me
we've talked.
masturbating. I know
No,
that
no, no, no.
I
Oh,
meant to
I was
say
gonna
no one
say.
has complained about me
Hmm.
masturbating. My gosh. Okay.
What an episode.
Um, you were gonna say something about
I don't remember.
the Hugh Jackman video.
Oh my God. I just wanted the world to know that I have laughed no less than 20 times watching that video over and over again. That clip is one of the funniest things that have ever escaped from your mouth. That's
Thank
so
you.
good. Yeah. Yeah, go to our Instagram, guys. Our Instagram has the clip of Adrian talking about Hugh Jackman and Sutton Foster. One of the funniest shits I have ever, like, it's so funny. I've watched that clip so many times.
Thank you.
It's so
Thank
good.
you. I
It's so good.
appreciate it. And it has to it came about through a Ryan Reynolds Blake Lively conversation. So
Right.
that's why Taylor is mentioned at the end, Taylor Swift.
Right.
Um, thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah, it's
I've
lovely.
received many a letters.
Oh, I love that. I love that. No voice memos though.
I haven't received any letters. Do you
That's
know
not
that?
true. Jamie, what the fuck?
Oh my God. Again? Wow. Wow. I just want to make clear, Jaime, my bestie, his name is Jaime, not Jamie. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Wow. Wow.
I don't know what is happening. I've never, ever, ever called him Jamie. Ever. I would never call him Jamie. I don't know what is going to okay, first of all, the judgment in your eyes can go. How about that? And I was gonna say, clearly you've gotten some feedback because Jaime wrote a comment under our reel on Instagram.
He did. He's so sweet. He's my
Yes.
number one supporter. Thank you,
Yeah,
Jaime.
he's wonderful.
I know how to say your name.
Oh God.
You know, Jaime goes by Jay in his family.
Does he?
Yeah, because Jaime's a junior. His dad is also named Jaime.
Oh,
So
interesting.
his family calls him Jay.
Oh, very
Sometimes
cute.
I'll slip in a J here and there.
Right.
I'm part of the family too. So I just want to let him know.
Right.
I know how the family goes, but I still call him Jaime. In
I
my
love it.
phone, he's spelled it's spelled Haime.
Oh,
It's just a silly, stupid little thing that I did
it's
back.
hilarious. I love it.
Who knows when. Anyways, Jaime, I think you should let Julie know how you feel about this.
Okay. I hope you understand that my brain, I don't know what's going on.
That's
I've
okay.
never uttered Jamie except when I'm talking to Jamie from work.
Hmm. And does she look like Jaime?
No, this is a
Okay.
white woman.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I hooked up with a man who used to be on TikTok. His name is Jamie, not
Hmm.
TikTok, sorry, on Instagram. And he used Jamie Lee Curtis as his Instagram name. It
Oh,
was like a
so
bit that he did.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He used to work at Vice, the publication,
Mm,
and people thought that he was Jamie Lee Curtis.
I love that.
He's not Jamie Lee Curtis,
No.
but his name is Jamie.
Mm.
And I know the difference between Jamie and Jaime. Okay, that was the last one. I promise.
I'm going to tell
I'm
you guys
done.
what we talked about during lunch the other day. Buckle up. So it turns out Adrian, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
You're funny. Um, okay. Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to get off your chest? I didn't check if we had fan mail. Did you?
We don't.
We don't. Okay.
We don't. And I'm not saying I'm looking at everyone a certain type of way. And I'm not even going to talk mess on D because D and I had a very wonderful conversation about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni on Instagram. That
Hi
was
D.
lovely. Hi D. Um, any last things I want to say? You know what? Since you're getting answers for things, I have a question for the crowd. Okay, let's talk about it. What happens? Okay, you have a crush. What happens if there's a possibility that there's a lot of back and forth, but there's a possibility that they may like you back. And then what? And then
Well,
what?
the people
And then
can
what?
the people can bring in their answers, but let me answer.
Okay.
I think that you have to find out if it's reciprocated. That's the only way that you'll
No,
be able to
other
move on.
option.
No, there is no other option. Then that's
Okay.
the only way you'll be able to move on. one way or the other.
There's a thing that happens in a work situation where like one, you don't want to be the first. I feel like there's a situation that happens where like you don't necessarily want to be the first one to cross a boundary because there is a possibility that that
Sure.
person doesn't feel the same way. And now, what if they're like, you're harassing me,
It's scary. It's
right?
scary.
So there's that, and then
Well,
there's so many ways it could go wrong.
here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Having a crush on someone is not harassing someone.
Sure. Sure. But if
Okay.
you, I'm saying if you mo make that step to be like, hey, I'm feeling a vibe, and they're like, I was just being nice.
Okay, then you say, "Thank you for sharing. I appreciate
Interesting.
that for your honesty. I have received it and I I'm okay. I hope that you're okay and hopefully we can move forward." And if that person then feels uncomfortable or awkward, then really that's their problem.
Right. I love your advice. I'm not going to follow it, but I do love the advice. I will not be doing that, but I
Okay.
appreciate it.
Okay, then get somebody that you work with to ask that person.
We are working on it.
Okay.
Not
Which
about that, but we
oh,
also don't, we still haven't even figured out because every time I try to ask, it feels like they're avoiding an answer, whether this human being is attached or not. So
well, they probably might also be worried about like crossing a line.
it's all very
You know,
complicated.
back in the day,
Mm,
lines used to be crossed all the time.
consistently.
So, I don't know.
I don't know.
I think here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Hold my hand.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Because last time you didn't want to hold my hand.
Okay.
I made Julie hold my hand while we were at dinner the other day, or lunch dinner, whatever it
Right.
was.
And we held hands. It was
We
beautiful.
did. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
to hold hands. Okay. I I think that we have a limited time on Earth,
Mm.
and sometimes living is incredibly scary
Mm.
and frightening
Yeah.
because we don't know what will
Yeah.
happen. But the only thing that we do know is that we're going to die one day.
Okay.
I always
All
like I always
right.
like to take it to death. We're going to die
Yeah.
one day.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you want to die, if you want
I
to be on
don't.
wait, hold on. If you want
Okay.
to be on your deathbed,
Okay.
having a list of regrets because you
Right.
never followed your heart or your
Mm.
gut or
Okay.
your head, then that is something that you'll have to live with. But if you want to
Right.
be on your deathbed in peace,
Mm-hmm.
thinking, I did everything I could to
Right.
live life for myself,
Mm-hmm.
you're the only one who can control that.
Right.
And if you want something,
Mm.
then you need to go out and get it.
Right.
And if you don't want it, then don't. But if
Yeah.
you do, you have to do something about it
Right.
because the world is not going to wait for you.
No, it's not.
And if you have a question, ask it.
Okay.
If you are interested in something, show that you're interested
Right.
because what you're not going to do
Okay.
is have a list of regrets at the end of
Right.
your life.
Right. Right.
And it's scary, and being vulnerable is scary, and
Right.
living life with your feelings is scary because we've all been told not to,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's scary, but and I'm not saying that you have to go up to someone and be like, "I love you right here right
Right.
now." I
Right.
mean, I think it would be great, but but you know, do
Yeah.
something about it.
Right.
Do something about it before death sneaks up on you.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay.
No, I hear you. I hear you. It's all about specifically with work situations, there's a lot more nuance to it than just being like, okay, I want it, I'm gonna say something. Um, I I have taken your advice in terms of when we hung out on Saturday, and you were like, lead with intention, like energy open kind of thing. Like if this is something that you want, I have been doing that where like, okay, our interactions have to be intentional, right? And open, and like sometimes I do feel like I can be very charismatic in social situations, but I also feel like I isolate a lot where I'll cut off conversations before they're ready to be done, or I'll walk away from a situation before the interaction's over. Just, I don't know if it's to protect myself or I don't know what it is, but I do tend to do that. And I've been trying to like be more open and like energy open, and that whole thing of manifesting, like whatever you want in the world, put it out and it'll come back to you kind of thing. And I do feel like there's been progress in the situation. It depends on who you're talking to, but my biggest enemy is the little voice in my head. Like things will be going a certain way, or maybe there will be some signs that there could be a reciprocal relation situation, and my head will be like, "There's no way this man is attracted to you. There's no way this guy is into you. There's no," you know what I mean? Like my brain is my biggest enemy, and we're working on it.
Of course. And it's a work it takes work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I learned that I'm not crazy. That when someone tells me something
Okay.
or does something, shows me something, I'm not crazy.
Okay.
What they were doing was real.
Okay.
And I can't continue to make things up in my mind like, oh,
Right.
I'm the stupid one, or I'm the silly one, or
Mm,
I'm the embarrassing one. Like, I know what I saw, I know what I heard, I know what,
yes, yes,
like.
yes.
And so sometimes we have to give ourselves a little bit of credit, and we have to trust ourselves. And that doesn't mean that you're going to be right every single time,
Right.
but I'm not crazy. I know
It's
what I
that
see.
matters.
I know what I hear. I
Hmm.
know what is happening.
Mm,
What the response of the other person is going to be, that's not, let them. I'm not in control of them.
I
And
love
that's
that.
another thing that I have a lot of control. I was telling my friend Alex yesterday, I was like, I have control issues. He's like, no, you
Mhm.
don't. And he was like, well, I was like, well, not in the way that you think that I would have control issues.
Mhm.
Um, but I do have control issues I worry a lot about people and how they feel and how they interact, or what, if there's like social settings going on. And
Mhm.
I was trying too hard to control certain situations because I was worried about how people were going to react to things, or were going um to feel about certain things. So
Mhm.
it's not so much control and like, I'm gonna control this situation to make sure that we do this or whatever. It was more so like, I'm worried about everybody's feelings, and I want to make sure, everybody gets along or whatever. And
Right.
and so, you know, you can't control the other person. You can't.
Right.
People
Right.
are gonna do and feel the way that they feel.
Right.
And at a certain point we have to learn to live with that, which is difficult to do.
Mhm.
But I do want to validate that when you feel like something is happening, listen to yourself. And if
Okay.
the and if you don't get the response that you want, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
At least and that also doesn't and that doesn't mean that you were wrong.
Right.
It doesn't mean that you were wrong. It just means that that person is clearly working through something or trying to do something or whatever,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? So, you know, go for it.
We'll see. I'm trying to perfect the cool girl, casual, whatever. I don't even care. Whatever. You come, we talk, we flirt, you leave, whatever. I don't care. kind of thing, right? Casual, not obsessive. She says that she's thought about only this for the last 5 days. Um, yeah, I'm trying to just like go with the flow. If it's happening, it's happening. If it's not, it's not. And obviously, if it's something, it will progress accordingly. If it's a thing that is meant to progress. And if not, plenty of people go to work, flirt with the coworker, go home, call it a day. You know what I mean?
You know, a lot of people do a lot more at work. Let's be honest and let's be real. There are
100%.
affairs happening at your place of work. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Yeah, yeah,
If there are
yeah.
more than 20 people who work in where you work, there's
Two
something
people are
happening.
fucking.
Yes.
Two at
Open
least.
your eyes. And then come back and tell
100%.
us about it.
Please, I love work Chisme. I love it.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Listen,
Wow.
Julie, I just want you to be happy. I want both of us to be very happy. I want all of us to
Same.
be happy. The
Same.
world is falling apart. It's falling apart. What do we have but each other?
Right.
I don't know. And I'm not saying that I live by this, by the way. I also, um, you know, I try to remind myself of these things as well
Yeah.
because I am not, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
We're
Anyways,
trying.
yeah, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. Here we are. Okay. Are we okay?
We're okay.
All
We
right.
are okay.
Okay. I love you.
I love you.
Oh, you mean it?
Yes.
Okay. I love you from my butthole to my heart.
That's so romantic. That's so romantic.
Thank you. Okay. Well, guess what?
Mm.
It's time for the pop culture pop up. First up on the pop culture pop up, the Oscar nominations were announced. Oh, Julie already rolling her eyes. Um, I'm gonna pull them up, but it's no surprise, or well, I guess it is a surprise, um, that Amelia Perez has gotten the most nominations. I'm just going to go through a couple quick ones. Best Picture, Amelia Perez, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Nickel Boys, I'm Still Here, The Substance, Dune Part 2, Wicked, Honora and the Brutalist. Best Actress, Fernanda Torres, Demi Moore, Carla Sofia Gascon, Cynthia Erivo, Mickey Madison. Best Actor, Ralph Fiennes, Sebastian Stan, Timothy Chalamet, Coleman Domingo, Adrian Brody. Julie, were there any shocks, surprises, qualms that you have?
I'm surprised that Margaret Qualley didn't make it for supporting actress
In
for her
what
role in
movie?
The Substance.
Uh, oh yeah, she's married to Jack Antonoff.
Yes, she is.
For best supporting actress, we have Zoe Saldana, Felicity Jones, Monica Barbaro, Ariana Grande, and Isabella Rossellini.
And do we notice that one name is missing from there?
Oh, Selena Gomez.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We
Yeah.
lost a lot, but we won a little. And that's what matters. And that's what matters.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
How are
What
you feeling
else?
about it?
I just think it's so silly that Amelia Perez is getting so many nominations. Now, I do remind people that doesn't mean there have been times where movies have gotten that many nominations and not won a single one.
And we are crossing our fingers, our toes, and our arms because we are hoping for the best. We're hoping zero wins. It's not looking like that though, because unfortunately they are getting a lot of love across all the award shows, which is blasphemous.
I think people just don't watch the movies. Like, not people, but like the people who are voting, you know?
I do think the Academy doesn't watch. I think out of everyone in the award shows, the people that watch the movies less are the Academy. Or maybe they're the loudest about it.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, there's no way that these people watch all of these movies. There's no way.
Well, it can be done. I'll tell you that. Because I've done it. So it can be done. And
Uh huh.
honestly, I think it should be done. If you're
It
going to be a
should.
member of the voting academy, you need to watch all of the movies. You have to. You should be able to answer a questionnaire about each movie if you're going to be vote for them.
I agree.
Because I think it's ridiculous that you're just voting for like the thing that your friend worked on and personally, I personally believe Adrian Brody, Felicity Jones should be disqualified from award shows this season because they used AI to assist with their accents in this movie. AI in movies is already blasphemous, but if you're using them for your acting performances, you should be disqualified from any award show. And I think it's ridiculous and offensive that they're nominated at all.
Mm. Mm.
I
I
said it.
agree. Um, a couple things that I'm kind of surprised by. Pamela Anderson didn't get a nomination.
I'm shocked by the lack of attention that movie is getting.
Hmm. Yeah. Denzel Washington didn't get a nomination.
Again, what
Yeah.
are we doing?
Yeah. Um, No Love for Baby Girl, which fine with me, but also just no love for Baby Girl.
Yeah.
For Challengers, even in the soundtrack, I thought that was odd.
That is so insane to me. Biphobia strikes again.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a joke, but it is actually ridiculous that Challenger's nothing is wild.
Yeah. Best original score, Amelia Perez, Conclave, The Wild Robot, Wicked, and The Brutalist. Best original song, they're not going to perform the songs on the
I'm
awards.
okay with that. I'm okay. What you're gonna get the cast of Amelia Perez to hurt our ears? No, pass. Pass.
I'm convinced it's because there's nobody famous, like really famous, that I think
Possibly.
this is a great year to give it to Diane Warren. Let Diane Warren get her damn Oscar, please.
Give her the
That
fucking Oscar, please. Yeah.
woman has been nominated 8 years in a row. Give it to her.
Yeah.
Give it to her. She's not getting it next year. Next year is going to be Wicked because there's original songs
Oh,
in part two of Wicked.
Diane, this is your year.
This is it. I think her only competition is Elton John. And he has that blind thing happening, so maybe the sympathy vote will go to him.
I
But
I do think that Diane, at this point, the Academy is doing it on purpose. They see her on the ballot and they're like, nope, anyone but her.
who did you hurt, Diane? Who did you
She
hurt?
is kind of insufferable in terms of an artist that thinks that she's more talented than she actually is. Um,
You
mhm.
know, she did the current View theme song, and she was on the View the other day.
Oh, uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Give her Oscar so she can just retire, please. And
right,
I will say she has written some pretty incredible songs. I don't want to discredit her completely.
right.
But give her the Oscar, please. Please. Um, what else? Is there anything else that you're
I'm trying to think. Coleman Domingo got nominated for Sing Sing, a movie that is unnecessary watch. I wish more people were talking about it. This is a movie based on a true story about a man who started a theater program inside a prison. He was wrongfully convicted, and in order to exist in prison and continue to survive without falling apart at this situation because he was wrongfully convicted, he started a theater program and they would put up productions for the rest of the inmates of different plays and musicals, and then they would create their own plays. And the movie is moving in ways that you wouldn't even consider. And at a time where I feel like empathy is very much lacking in this world, like it's very much about us and not about like the general public. Um, I feel like this movie reminds you that there's so many people that are hurting and they're just finding little pockets of joy in order to survive.
okay? I'll have to watch Sing Sing. It
It's so good.
sounds interesting.
And A24 is re-released it in theaters, and then they also released it to a bunch of prisons around the country
Oh wow,
so that prisons could also watch it. Yeah.
incredible, awesome.
Hmm.
Um, okay. Well, the Oscars will be on March 2nd. Um, on ABC. Next up on the Pop Culture Pop Up, there is news
Mhm.
that Britney Spears would like Selena Gomez and or Natalie Portman to play Britney in the biopic. I just want to say this. Until I hear it from her mouth, I don't know if I believe it because this is a little weird.
She does have a thing with Selena, though.
Okay, but they don't.
I agree.
There's no match there. There's no match.
I
And also,
agree.
is this a story about Natalie Portman? Is no, with
Older.
all due respect, Natalie,
Yes,
I
yes,
would
yes, yes.
assume closer to 50 than not.
Yes.
And so, I guess I just want to know what part of her life this is going to
Right.
depict. And so that's why I'm a little kind of wary. And I just don't think that that either one makes sense. So that's I'm like, what is happening? Because it feels more off than regular.
I agree. Britney Spears continues to be an icon, and I will continue to support her and love her. And I will watch the movie regardless of who is cast. But for her sake and her legacy, I would hope that they would cast someone with talent. So Selena Gomez is out automatically. That's unfortunate for her. But I also I would love it if they follow me with my vision. If they did a Selena Quintanilla-esque casting call to a bunch of unknowns. Bring me all the white girls who looks most like Britney, who has the energy of a Britney, who resembles her appearance wise, and who can sing like Britney, and who can dance like Britney. Roots casting call. Like go back to the roots of a casting call. Get all the white girls, put them in a room. Let's hope for the best. Casting an unknown person I feel like pulls away from the entire point of the film. The point is to be able to watch the film and think, this is Britney Spears' story, not, oh, that's Selena not being able to dance correctly.
I don't even know. I just it just doesn't make sense that Natalie would even audition for the movie. I mean, I would imagine Natalie Portman doesn't even audition anymore.
Yeah,
But
I wouldn't
like,
think so.
I don't know. I don't know. It just seems very weird. People keep bringing up Tate McRae. Um, again, I can't pull out Tate McRae in a lineup.
Neither can I.
Um, but
But I do know that somehow her fans keep calling her like Britney Spears' daughter, like how they say that, like
uh,
of post up.
uh,
And I've watched music videos of Tate McRae, and I say, what kind of sick joke are you guys playing? What kind of gaslighting are you trying to make us have? Like, no, 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 no. The charisma, no. The singing, can't do it. No, no,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think an unknown would be great, unless you can find somebody who's already famous who can really, really do a good job. But I don't know. I think an unknown would be kind of spectacular.
I do hate to bring up this series because obviously invasion of privacy and completely disrespectful to Pamela Anderson. But the only way that it would work with someone that is known is if they hired the crew that did Lily, what's her fucking name?
I don't know.
Oh, the actress that played Pamela Anderson in the TV series. She looked like Pamela Anderson, but in real life, she does not look like Pamela Anderson.
Oh yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. I know what
But
show you're talking about
if
though.
they did some sort of transformation like that, I would buy it better. But I fear whatever Selena Gomez has trained her voice to do is permanent, unfortunately for her, because that's not what she sounds like in real life. I don't know why she's choosing to have that voice because it makes her sound like she's half asleep most of the time. So I don't know why that's a choice that she's made out in the world where we can hear her. But unless she can undo that with her vocal cords, then it's not going to work.
Yeah, Brittany, come on the pod.
Come on the pod. Not Selena Gomez catching every single stray. Sucks to be her.
Brittany, come on the pod. We have lots to discuss.
Yeah.
Have you seen Sam on Traitors?
Sam, oh my, I just made a TikTok about this where I said, do you think the people at Peacock thought that Sam would be such a waste of space in that house? He has done not one thing.
I think they just wanted him for the name, for his attachment to Britney.
I don't even remember his name half the time.
Yeah, I think he said two words.
Yeah, he's n no, not
I
charismatic at
mean,
all.
I wasn't expecting anything,
No, neither was I.
you know. Anyways, okay. Speaking of traders, next up on the pop culture pop up, apparently, Julie, you have some insight that Peacock wanted Bob the Drag Queen and Trixie Mattel to film Traitors this season, and Trixie said no.
No. That's what the streets are saying. Sorry. I can believe that Trixie said no because she did take many a break this year. Oh, this past year. So I could see them approaching her and her saying, I'm actually about to take a break. I'm not going to do any work. Sorry about
Yeah.
it. I hope that this comes back around to Trixie and she does choose to do it. Tell me how amazing this would be if they put Trixie and Katya in a season together and they would give Trixie a traitor and Katya a faithful. Because everyone would assume it would be the opposite.
They would never do that
They would never
because,
do that, but I need it.
yeah. I mean, yes, in theory it would be fun, but I don't know if it would actually work.
Okay.
The people would try to split them up right away.
Right.
And then they'd have to lie to each other and I don't know. I'm pretty sure do we know why Trixie said no?
We don't know, but I can only assume that it's because she was taking a break.
She was taking a break because her relationship fell apart.
You're saying too much already.
Well, here's the thing.
Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh no, no, no.
No, 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 no.
You know
Okay.
when TikTok was going away and
Uh-huh.
everyone, all the influencers were posting that video of like, now that TikTok's going away, there's one more secret I have to tell.
Uh-huh.
There is a video in my drafts
Uh-huh.
with that secret in there, and I could not bring myself to post it.
You're so funny.
I couldn't.
Um, last summer
Oh
I
my God, it's
started
happening.
I started talking to this man on on some hookup app and he lived very close to me. Very close. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, what am I? It's a hot summer day. What am I doing? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted my little pickle tickled. And so I
Right.
was like, okay. So I went over. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I just thought the man was hot.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, are we going to make out or not? I sat there on his couch for hours,
Mm.
5 hours,
Wow.
probably. And I listened to him talk. Granted, I was riveted. The man had lived a
A
life,
storyteller.
a storyteller, if I've
A
ever met
storyteller. A
one,
Shakespeare.
a
If yeah.
Shakespearean, yeah.
Yeah.
um, and he told me that he
Oh
had been
no.
that he had somehow found himself in some kind of love triangle um with Trixie and David. And I just sat there and I listened. And listen, I don't know what was going on in Trixie and David's relationship. I have no idea. But there I was. And he could have been lying to me for all I know. I don't
Didn't he
know.
show you pictures though?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't know anything. We don't know
We
anything.
don't really know much.
We
We
don't
don't know
know.
much. We don't
We
know
know
the
a
ins and
lot, but
outs.
we're not gonna say the
Well, what we
details
do
of it.
know is that the relationship ended.
The relationship did
We know
end.
that Trixie and David's relationship ended, and
And we also know that I can't. Trixie deserves all the love she's getting, and only Trixie.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
agree. I would
yeah,
agree. Yeah.
yeah,
And, you know, relationships come and go,
yes, yeah,
and people change, and things happen. Um, and so who is to say what happened? You know?
yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
listen. I don't think I'm the only one who knows anything or is talking about anything. I would assume the streets are talking.
yeah.
Um, you know? And so, but yeah, there I was on a hot
There you
summer
were.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I hope Trixie makes it on Traders at some point. That would
That
be
would be
television
so
gold.
fun. So
And
fun.
maybe Trixie could do better than Bob the Drag Queen.
Here's hoping, Bob.
Also, I just want to say,
Mm,
I watched the episodes in fear of you screaming at me for not watching them.
thank you.
Did you watch today's episode that dropped?
100% I did.
Okay.
They
I just
drop at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I was there at 6:01.
okay.
Okay. Yes, I absolutely did. Okay. You swear, and all the Big Brother fans swear Danielle is iconic. I have yet to see it.
Okay, listen. Listen. I had this thought
Okay.
and I was like, I think the game of Traitors is too easy and it fucks everybody up.
I don't think so.
I think Traitors is too easy. I think it's I think it's I think it's too easy for them to figure out, to be honest with you. I don't know. There's something about the game that just doesn't feel bulletproof to me. It doesn't feel like they have to work that hard. And it takes a little bit of the magic away from me
Hmm.
because the game also just doesn't feel real, if I'm being totally honest with you.
It does feel very, very produced.
Yeah.
Very, very produced.
I just don't know how they could not figure it out. Granted,
Well,
I think Bob and Danielle are doing a horrible job. Like they're, yeah. But also Rob fucked up his chances too for going after Bob because guess what? Now they were like, well, how would he be so sure?
I don't think he fucked them up. I wish he would. I don't. I can accept that Rob is a good game player in these shows, right? He's a good liar. He's a good manipulator. Whatever. I don't like rooting for him, but I don't think he
Because
fucked
he's a
up.
man.
Well, yes, but also I don't like rooting for him. But I don't like I always root for the people that try to play a clean game, and I don't. I know that's not the smartest way to play a game, right? I am aware, but I don't think Rob fucked up because I think some people are hella in his pocket. I don't think he'll win. I don't think he'll win.
Who do you
I'm
think will
low
win?
key. I don't know who will win. I'm low key rooting for Caroline. She is
Mm.
chaotic. She is ridiculous. Everybody underestimates her. Everyone thinks she's stupid. And she is one of the funniest people on that cast. Gabby, close second.
Did you ever watch Caroline's Survivor season?
I can't remember her.
No, she's like a
Oh,
new
then
age
no.
survivor, I
Yeah.
believe. I haven't gotten to her season. Anyways,
Okay.
I could see that happening. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Caroline, if she continues to play it the way she's been playing it, I do think, unfortunately, what could beat her is she's gonna get so frustrated by the lack of confidence her fellow traders have in her that she's gonna start making mistakes. Right now, she's being very intelligent, and I do think that even if people start throwing her name around, like that Brittany in this last episode is like, being a trader is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Caroline could not do it. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't think they have faith that she would be
Mm-hmm.
put together enough to be able to be a trader.
Well, yeah, she does give like
chaotic.
anxiety. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
chaotic. Like even like that entrance in this last episode into the breakfast room or whatever.
Hmm.
Like even I was like, "What are you doing, Caroline? Like you need to get it together, girl." Like
Yeah.
just chaos consistently. Or like when she's like shocked and surprised and she does like a confessional. I'm like she is so she's like the dramatics of it all.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm very high key rooting for her to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, only time will tell.
Watch me, Sam.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Okay. Finally, on the pop culture pop up, Billy Ray Cyrus performed at the inauguration of Donald Trump, and apparently, I have seen this online, but I haven't watched the clip. He had a full-on meltdown while he was performing. What happened? Did you see? I don't even know what happened.
I didn't watch the whole thing because I don't like people embarrassing themselves, and when they're clearly not in their five senses. Um, but I believe his so sorry. I believe his mic or his speakers or something was not working. He got frustrated by it. He doesn't look all there, and he just like walks off the stage.
Mm,
And that was that.
mm,
And his son, Trace Cyrus, who is apparently, I believe, not his biological kid, but he did adopt him. Trey Cyrus wrote on Instagram, I think on a post of Billy Ray's, a comment on there, basically being like, Dad, like I miss you, I love you. Whatever's happened in the family, like I want you to get help. Like I see you're not okay. Unfortunately, the world sees you're not okay. And I believe Trace has had issues with substances before. So he's like, I know what you're going through. I can help you. It's a heartbreaking comment to read. I read the entire thing when it was posted. It definitely reads like a kid begging his dad to like try to try to live. Because I don't think
mm,
Billy Ray is living. He's like existing in this state of drugs.
mm-hmm,
He doesn't look good, or coherent most of the time lately. It must be very difficult for his children to, and I believe he has, in the comment, Trace also says something like, no one misses you, and she wants her dad back, and she wants that relationship. It must be very painful to see your father self-destruct in front of everybody's eyes, and he's pushing you away and
mm,
pushing the rest of your siblings away. That must be devastating to witness. And Billy Ray was never, I mean, he's not put together in general to begin with, but he was like a dad and a husband, and
mm-hmm,
he cared about his kids. You could at least say that. And now he's become a person that leaves voice memos about how horrible his daughter is, or how what he really thinks of them, or what he might what the substances turn his brain into, right? Because I do believe that Billy Ray loves his children, loved his wife. That's for the most part. I do think he loved his children, and whatever substances he's under, being under the influence of something that takes control of your life is very heartbreaking, and you become a person that is unrecognizable. So, and it's a disease. I'm fully aware of it. It's a disease, and it's horrible that Miley and the rest of the kiddos have to see this happening in front of everyone.
yeah, it is unfortunate. Hopefully, he gets some help
Yeah,
and maybe realizes that he shouldn't be at the inauguration of Donald Trump.
right.
That's also probably fucking up his mind.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for the pop culture pop up. We'll be back next week with more pop culture chisme. Julie, do you have a Latinx spotlight for us?
I do, I do. Okay, so like we said, we went and saw Jesus hopped the A train at La Plaza de la Raza. Apparently, and remember when we were walking out and I was like, I feel like this is a new production company that is making waves in Los Angeles, full of Latino talent. because this is a second production that I've seen with the same cast members. So it feels like it's just this group of Latino artists that are coming together and making art. Apparently it is. A new Instagram page popped up on my feed. Spaces and Stage. I'm gonna try that again. Spaces and Stages Theater Company is a new theater company with Latino talent making waves in Los Angeles. This is their second production, I believe. I actually want to try to get a hold of someone in this production company to chit chat about what they're doing and how exciting this is. The reason why I even know about them is because I follow Clay Cardenas, who was in Mayans MC, that TV show that was like what's it called? Oh, the word's gonna come to me. It was in like an extension of the Sons of Anarchy cinematic universe kind of thing. Um, so I follow him and he was doing the play and I was like, that seems very interesting. He was in this one again. So Spaces and Stages Theater Company presents. They have a Instagram page that you can now go and follow. I'm sure any future productions will be announced on there. Very exciting stuff. Latino talent going back to theater, which I think is so exciting. I mean, I see a lot of theater, right? I watch the musicals, I go to the plays. I don't see a lot of Latino talent out there, and it's just kind of great that there's a group of Latino creatives coming together and creating the productions themselves because obviously they're not going to get cast in them. So they have to create them themselves. And it's very exciting to witness.
Nice. It
Yeah.
was really fun. It was really great. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. Of course. Thank you for coming.
We're thespians,
Look at us.
darling. Okay. Time for some azúcar. I'll go first. My azúcar this week is my girl JoJo has a new EP out.
Does she?
She sure does. I think it's called Not Gonna Lie. It's NGL, and I can't.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it's Not Gonna Lie.
Okay.
But the new EP is out. Fantastic. Love. I love JoJo.
We love JoJo in this house.
Love JoJo. So much so that when I saw her at work, I was like, JoJo? And she was like, yeah. And then she gave me a kiss on the cheek. Love JoJo. I mean, ooh, like I just
JoJo, are you in the room with us now?
oh, you're stupid. Anyways, go listen to the new EP. It's fantastic. It's so good. She is singing her little butt off,
Mm,
and she is just, I mean, she just gives me such a real, genuine vibe,
yeah,
and I love her.
she's
Um,
amazing.
yeah, if you want to hear a singer sing,
Okay.
listen to the EP. It's
Wow.
NGL. I think
Mm,
it's Not Gonna Lie. I'll correct myself next week if I figure it out.
right. Okay. Lovely. My azúcar this week, I started writing again. We are
Mm.
back on the draft of the novel. We're setting this is what's working for me. I do think I have undiagnosed ADHD, by the way, because I sit in front of a computer, there's a blank page. I, for the life of me, cannot. I will sit here for 15 minutes, but I will not write for 15 minutes. But what's working for me is I set a timer for 15 minutes. Set the time. Well, I set the timer for 17 minutes because it takes me a minute to warm up to the idea. And then I write for hopefully what is 15 minutes. We're baby stepping it. And then hopefully the writer's block dissipates. And then I start writing with my heart instead of forcing myself to do it. So great things happening over here. Motivation is at an all-time high, she says. I'm gonna pick up my steps tomorrow because my cough is better. It's still there because she hates me, but it is good enough that I could do. I mean, I do have to stop. I get out of breath like very easily walking around my job and I'm like coughing up a storm. So we're gonna pick them up tomorrow. Motivation. Here we go again. We're gonna going. And I'm trying to be kind to myself. You stopped your
Mm.
steps because you were sick. There was nothing you could do about it. You're getting better. Time to pick them up. And then we go. We keep going. So That's my azúcar. Writing, motivation, steps. It's a good time to be alive.
Let me be your motivation. That's a Kelly Rowland song. Let
Is
me
it?
be, yeah,
I thought
motivation.
you I thought you were singing the Normani song. Is it not
And
Normani? Are
no,
you?
Kelly Rowland has has a song called Motivation. Does she not? Well, let's look it up.
This is awkward
Motivation.
for everyone except for me.
They both have a song named
Okay.
Motivation.
Okay,
I was
okay.
singing the original
Okay,
Kelly
okay, okay.
Rowland
I'll allow it. I'll allow
motivation
it.
song.
I believe you. I believe. Let me check. No, I'm just kidding. I believe you. I believe you. I believe you.
Let me be your motivation. Thank you, Kelly Rowland. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that is going to do it for us. We've reached the end of the episode. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at You, Me, and Chisme. Make sure you visit youmeandchisme.com. Make sure that you rate, review, share, subscribe, do all the fun things you could do with this podcast on the internet. Most importantly, make sure you share. Sharing is caring, and ultimately, sharing is what will get us to where we want to go. If you want to hear more stories like Trixie stories, then share it because
Yes.
money talks, baby.
Yes, it does.
If you want
Yes,
to
it
hear the full
does.
story.
Our Venmos are open. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Anyways, if you do all that, we'll be back next week with more cheese. But until then, make sure you have lots of love, lots of peace, and most importantly, lots of cheese in your life. Bye.
Bye.